Greetings, everyone. I'm your host, James Marcuzzo. It is week 11, and I just got done looking at your papers and your video assignments from week 10. This will be one of the last times you see my smiling face. So I had some thoughts, and I think they're valuable as a parting gift, an unasked for nugget of wisdom. So Jonathan Haidt, I think, does some really excellent things for our perspective on the political conflict in our current culture. There have always been people that are politically left or right leaning, right? There are people that want to hold on and preserve certain structures, values, behaviors, whatever it is. And there are certain people that want to change things and want to move in a different direction, whatever that direction might be. That is the nature of human beings, to have at least, if not other, but at least those two perspectives of let's change and let's not change. And at any given point, someone can be absolutely correct in saying let's change. But do not discount that someone might be correct in saying let's not change, at least not in this particular way, right? There were people that said slavery's bad, let's change. And there were people that said slavery's fine, let's not change. We know how that turned out, and we know how that should have turned out. It turned out the right way. The people that wanted to change were correct. The civil rights movement, right? There were institutional, structural things in society, redlining, Jim Crow, right? Those were wrong, immoral, indefensible things, and the people that said this should change, they were correct. And people that didn't want to change were wrong. Those are examples of when change happened and it was a positive thing. Disruptive, sure. Challenging, absolutely, but necessary. So, just because those examples exist does not mean that sometimes people want to change, and they might want to change in a wrong or a suboptimal direction, let's say. To that end, that's what Haidt was telling us. We need both of those points of view. And so long as you find yourself as a member of the traditional Western liberal order, which is to say, discussion, negotiation, free speech, dissent, right? Whether you're of the left of center perspective or the right of center perspective, that is all the liberal order. And so long as we're all playing that game, we can survive. It's when you fall outside of that and the other side is evil, villainous, destructive, dangerous, that's when things fall apart. So I encourage you to understand what the other side is trying to suggest. You may find that you still vehemently disagree with it, but there might be some humanization, right? You might find some common ground. Who is it that said, he who knows only his own side of an argument knows little of that? It was somebody very smart and clever. So in this era and time of polarization and tribalism, try not to play that game. Try not to play that game. I can't go through and tell you all the particular linchpin positions that are either good or bad. It's up for you to decide. Don't vilify people unnecessarily. That's what got us into this in the first place. As for the agents of moral change assignment, the thing that makes an agent of change is circumstances that are thrust upon them, right? Any of us could make decisions in our life and try to make changes and try to maybe get political or start a business that has an impact on society. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Gandhi, Malala Yousafzai, Standing Bear, W.E. Du Bois. That's actually how he pronounced his own name. We would normally pronounce it Du Bois, but it's his name, Du Bois. All of these individuals had things thrust upon them. And maybe another normal individual would have crumbled underneath the pressure. They would have recoiled at the conflict. They wouldn't want to put themselves or their family members in danger. But these other individuals that I just mentioned, they didn't do that. They didn't recoil. They stood steadfast. They had a set of beliefs and some values and some morals that sustained them. And some of them, many of them, were hurt or killed, or somebody tried to kill them. Those are the agents of moral change because things happened around them and they reacted a certain way. Otherwise, we'd have agents of moral change in every street corner in every neighborhood. It's not the case. In a way, these agents of moral change are kind of like heroes from stories. When you're a little kid, you go, oh, that'd be so cool to be Luke Skywalker or whoever, right? John McClane. In truth, those are tragic stories. Those are terrible things to have to live through. Sure, they came out the other side, but they had to suffer greatly to get there. And that's what agents of change do. They suffer greatly through trial and tribulation, and they come out the other side. So that's why we don't see them that often. Anyway, good luck with the rest of your semester. Please, God, all of you, hand in your SLP assignments. They're worth a lot of points. Good luck.